Is it wild how like one choice, like it turns into this?
I think about it pretty often.
You just never know where it's going.
I think that's it. I think it's like saying yes to a party you didn't want to go to. You meet somebody, you get a job.
Yeah.
Whatever that
Changes
is.
your life.
One little choice could really change it. And that was it. Even during the pop-up, it worked. And we just had somebody that really almost forced us to open the restaurant. They were like so adamant. There's nothing like this in LA. And really putting it like that, it's like, yeah, you're right. Okay. It's all about adaptability in this market, how you can be smart, watch your costs, save your money when you can, but you need to change, you need to evolve. It's hard. It's hard to evolve without losing or diluting your brand. We are looking at other properties to do this again, but smaller, like let's do a slice joint. I want a walk-up window. But again, if we can squeeze out a little bit more still out of here, it helps. It really, really helps.
The following podcast is a Pie to Pie production.
Every slice tells a story.
If you want to level up your guest experience, it's time to get Open. Open helps you win your customers back from third-party delivery. It upgrades your online ordering and even gives you a native mobile app that integrates directly with most POS systems. Send SMS, push notifications. Open gives you all of that without needing a tech team. Get Open and get back to work. How often do phone orders get screwed up? A busy restaurant, loud noises, it's easy to make mistakes, but with Loman, it can be a perfect order every time. Somebody that knows your menu better than you do yourself. This isn't some clunky chatbot. Loman actually takes orders, answers questions, books reservations, and processes payments. Loman AI, never miss a call, never miss a sale. Flat iron pepper. When you pop these peppers, you are gonna know. You can smell it, you can feel it, you can taste it. They are liberating pizzerias from low quality pepper flakes. Stop finishing your pizza with crap. Head to flatironpepper.com and join the pepper flake revolution. Maestro sausage, hitting all the right notes for 100 years. We run a busy line at Hot Tongue, and Maestro is one of those products that just performs. We use their sausage raw on the pie, and it cooks perfectly every single time. Juicy, consistent, and packed with flavor. It's premium sausage that performs. Maestro, hitting all the right notes.
One of like best restaurants in America.
Yeah.
They're gonna get an uptick.
Yeah.
So that's still an influence, like it is in some sort, but you still have those foodies that have millions of followers. So
yeah.
That is, I would agree with that at that level. You'll see some business.
It's interesting. It's something I've been thinking about a lot. It's like also like it's the influencers that are specific to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Like, Try Guy LA, or like I might be making some of these up. Like I eat LA, or like LA's for breakfast. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's much easier to see a return on something like that than it would be like just somebody who's like fucking cool,
Yeah.
Or
yeah. I think you get a bit of both. I think you do get a bit of both, but it's hard to see. And you want those people in, and we've got we've had some cool people in here, but how many people are they telling? And I think that's the old saying of like, if you have a bad dining experience, you tell 20 people.
Yeah.
If you have a good dining experience, you tell one person. So it's like, even these people that come in, and we've had some notable people in here, but are they banging down the door and telling everyone and telling it in a GQ article or Esquire? Like, are they telling everyone standing on a platform? Like, not really. And that's that hard balance to be like, okay, I'm going to pay for advertisement to get people in the door. / like, I just want people to recognize us for what we do.
of course.
Naturally.
Yeah.
That's the harder play. It's a harder play. I don't think one is right. There's no business ethics in that. Like, you're not doing anything wrong by doing that, because people pay for publicists. And that's their job, to get you in festivals, in these top 10s, whatever. Yeah, it's challenging. I mean, but also
just like with the publicist, you're just kind of outsourcing like that same
thing.
They're dancing with the devil for you.
Yeah, exactly. So you're like, we don't do it. Yeah, you can. There's plausible deniability, but no, you're still in that game. But also, I think the margins of the business, it's like, I don't know if I have an extra $5,000 this month to throw at an influencer. Would it make a difference? Like, yeah, but I got to pay my staff first.
No, I know. I get that. But like, I'm now hearing stories, and it's like, I just never thought about paying for an influencer.
Yeah.
But then I hear somebody's like, dude, I got my money back in 3 hours. Like, then it's like, is that the world that we live in now?
Yeah.
It's like, is that how it goes? Because like you said, I want to be recognized for like all the hard work that we do. I want like people to know, but
Who's gonna know?
who's gonna know, dude? Who's gonna know if they don't know? You know?
Yeah. I think that is the way, you know, the world is kind of going towards and has been going to for years and years. And again, nothing, and I think there's the adaptability. There's that Darwinism, like adapt or die. So I can be like, that's not fair, and then close the doors. So it's not, we do our fair share of guess who's here, guess who's coming. And I think that's necessary.
Yeah.
But I think that's now like, okay, next restaurant, there needs to be a line in our P&L, a line in our budget that's like water, utilities, influencer. Like if we budget for it, no problem.
Yeah.
And I think now it's
Yeah.
like, I didn't think about that when we opened this restaurant. It's like, all right, we need $2,000 a month for influencer.
That's interesting. That's probably a smart thing to budget for.
Yeah.
Like why not put a boost in sales twice a month?
Yeah. Because we do it in discounts. We do it for like all your delivery platforms, your DoorDash, your Uber Eats. It's like, okay, I'm giving away product.
100%.
25% off
100%.
if you pay X, Y. But like, all right, I could take that in turn and consolidate that into like one pop. Like,
Yeah.
but again, for 1 million posts or whatever, 1 million followers,
Yeah.
like it hits pretty big.
It's funny. I like tell myself that I don't do certain things, but then
Yeah.
it's like working with Uber Eats or like doing a double points day or like giving a BOGO. Like you're essentially,
Yeah.
you're just doing it in a different way.
Yeah.
You know?
Like you just said, we're still dancing with the devil.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're
You're like you're still kind of like making
Yeah,
a sacrifice
yeah,
to get
yeah.
people through the door, even though you truly believe like, hey,
Yeah.
everyone should be paying this price.
The tough thing for me, it's like in the pizza field, in more the mom and pops, a lot of Asian restaurants, Chinese, whatever, you get these BOGOs, you get these deals. None of the nice restaurants ever have to do that. And again, no knock to them, but like, I don't think any Wolfgang Puck restaurant has ever done a BOGO. I don't think, it's like they don't need to. So there's this like threshold. And once you kind of reach that, Bianco, great guy, super sweet. But like, I don't think he's doing buy one, get one for his pizza. I don't know if that devalues the product or, you know what I'm saying? It like, there's that level of like, once you reach a certain threshold, you don't have to do that anymore either.
Oh, 100% agree with that. But
Yeah.
like that's just like your kind of like your influence, the lore, and like it's like the same thing with like a pizzeria. Say,
Yeah.
you know, like I'm
Right.
Hot Tongue is not like a sit down. Like you got a lot of seats here that you're using resi.
Oh, yeah. It's
Like
done.
this is like a full blown restaurant. We got you want a cocktail, you get a
Yep.
cocktail.
Sure.
I might be able to produce the same kind of pizza that you do like in a fast casual setting, but it's gonna be looked at very differently.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Because of just like the optics of things.
Yeah.
Which are very important.
Extremely important. I think, to be quite fair, this is our first restaurant. So my partners and I, super excited about it. We always just call this a pizzeria. People come in here and they're blown away. They're like, this isn't a pizzeria. But it really is. Like, we do pizza, we do raw bar, we do veggies. Simple. But the space almost does us a disservice because we also used our 60 years of combined hospitality experience. We had an incredible, one of our business partners is an interior designer. We filled it and we really made it look like this because we wanted to feel the way we it's our dream restaurant. It's our first restaurant, it's our baby, So when you come in here, it doesn't feel like your mom and pop hole in the wall slice joint. Your best pizzas, your stuff like that in New York, your Prince. It's like, it's not just this little red sauce joint. It looks incredible. So that almost does us a little bit of a disservice for people's perception when they come in for the first time. And I think sometimes are excluded from these like cool pizzerias because we're not so small. We're more available. We always have walk-in, and we can seat 130 people.
It's a huge.
It's
huge, dude.
It's a huge undertaking.
Huge dining room and at the outside area.
And it's stunning. And
Yeah,
it's absolutely
it is stunning.
But it isn't your normal pizzeria, and that's never what we set out to be. We want it to be different, coastal, Italian. So it really
Yeah, it feels like you could be.
Yeah.
We could. We could be on the coast here, dude.
Yeah. So it has that al fresco feeling, especially with these sliding doors. And that was all very, very intentional. Because before, like the old restaurant space, it was brick, it was dark, it was kind of what you expect.
Yeah.
As close your eyes, you think of a pizzeria, that's what it was. Nothing wrong with that because that's absolutely timeless, but we wanted to change the way you drink, like the wines we're doing, which is natural and regenerative, organic, fresher wines.
Yeah.
With these fresh cocktails and Negronis and spritzes and this pizza that, like, you know, our pizza is much lighter than a ton of pizzas. So all that with seafood, it's like we don't want to be in a dark, dingy brick, you know, pizzeria.
No, it's very bright.
Yeah.
We're out here in Sorrento, Italy.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Where's the lemon trees?
So it's a little bit part of that where it's, you know, it does feel like this is a corporate restaurant in some ways.
Do you feel cursed by that? Because you said that, like, you know, you don't get like pulled into like the cool pizzerias.
No,
I would say this is a pretty fucking cool pizzeria.
It's a cool pizzeria.
It's a very cool pizzeria.
No, it's incredible. Yeah, thank you. I wouldn't use the word curse. No, it's we do pizza different. Like the way we plate it, it's on these beautiful plates.
Yep.
Really stands out, and everyone, like, I mean, they freak out when they have the pizza, and they're happily blown away.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
my
like,
wife. This is like one of my favorite.
Yeah.
My wife's favorite places.
Thank you. Yeah, it is fun, and people are, again, it's not just pizza, it's not just salads, but again, with the whole raw bar program, and we take our time to really manicure the menu and offer just, you can have an entire meal without having pizza.
Yeah.
And I think that's also kind of a special thing.
Yeah.
To have. So, you know, we're able to do it, and like the square footage of the kitchen isn't necessarily larger. Like, we're still packing them in. Like, it's a tight line, it's a tight kitchen, but we're bumping. You know?
It's an open kitchen.
And it's an open kitchen, which
all chefs love.
I love. I mean, I've worked in, we all came from Chicago, and all those years of being in the dungeon, being in the basement, cooking, never seeing a guest, never knowing what the reaction is. Now you're part of it. And I think both the cooks and the chefs, as well as the guests, like, that experience for them is they go out of the way to go to an open kitchen. And I love that. I love that change. And that's been over the past 15, 20 years. I think that's changed quite a bit. And I think it's for the better. I think it's cool.
Maestro sausage, hitting all the right notes for 100 years. If you know me, you know I'm picky about ingredients. I only use the best. We run a busy line at Hot Tongue, and Maestro is one of those products that just performs. We use their sausage raw on the pie, and it cooks perfectly every single time. Juicy, consistent, and packed with flavor. No guessing, no babysitting, just quality. Now, Maestro chops and grinds their meat the old school way, so it never gets overworked. That gives us the signature medium coarse texture, and for us, it means it doesn't stick to our hands when you're topping pies. You move faster, you get better yields, and you're not losing product to gloves or washing it down the sink. It's premium sausage that performs. It's also the best tasting sausage around. That combination is really hard to beat. Maestro, hitting all the right notes. Do you have any staff members that don't like that?
No, I don't
Everyone
think I've
loves
ever. I don't think I've ever met anybody that didn't like it.
Didn't like being like watched?
Yeah, they're
Dude,
like,
during
quit looking at
during
me.
like
Really?
that kind of like the off COVID years, it did get a little intense though.
Yeah.
You know, like people fucking looking at you.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
I'm not
not
sneezing on your food, dude.
Yeah, that was what a.
Because you guys opened up like around that, wasn't it?
We started our pop up and we signed in 2020. We opened in 21.
Yeah.
So we were like still in the end of COVID. People's perception and physical comfort was still like, it was all over the place.
Yeah.
Which again, for the space, open window, people felt a little more safe.
Yeah, of course. You got
You know?
like the outdoor dining and shit.
Yeah.
So we were gonna have the founders here, but Lee's with his kid, Jose's sick, or is that Lee's sick? Lee's sick, Jose's with his kid.
Correct.
You guys kind of seem like this superhero group because you got a background at Tartine, other restaurants. There's an interior designer. We got somebody who's like curated the bar. You guys have all known each other for a very long time.
Yep.
Were you guys? You guys have always kind of talked about doing something? What was it about this space or that time that was like, let's fucking let's do this.
pull the trigger.
Yeah.
I think it was happenstance. I think it was a lot of worlds kind of colliding at the same time. I talked about doing some projects on the side, and then I think Lee and Jose started talking about doing a bar years ago, even when they were in Chicago. And I came out here first. I came out here in 2012, kind of paved the way, westward. Would go back and visit Chicago and just tell everyone how incredible this was and how we needed, better restaurants at the time in 2012. Everyone can name the best 10 restaurants in LA. And now it's everywhere, which is incredible. But I think back then there was this huge opportunity for everybody. Everyone started kind of funneling out. The pandemic really shook everything up. Everything up. And that's when Lee had come out here, Jose was here. I think just started my job at Tartine. And I think a month later, pandemic hit. Or 6 weeks. It was like, so the whole world got shook up. And we were just at home for months and, idle hands of a chef. I'm like, I need to do something. I miss the action and the activity, the cooking process and coexisting with people. So we started this pop-up. And at first it was just, me and Jose, and we just kind of messing around. And then our other business partner, Heather, started kind of just popping in. And she was like, this is really good. And we were just like, it's pizza, it's wine. Like, it is what it is. She was like, no, it's fucking good, man. This is fucking good. And she started bringing people that were like, we should do this. And at the time, we were popping up at our friend's restaurant, Dudley, good friends with Connor. He was my neighbor years ago when I lived in Venice. And like, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. But at no point, even then, a few months in, did we even think about this coming to fruition as an actual restaurant. And then months later, all of a sudden, it was like we had interest from investors. We had people really like rapping down the door because there was no Square Pizza in LA. There was no Nonna style pizza in LA yet. And it just kind of all happened organically. And then we needed a solid like bar person. And Lee was our good friend. We were swooning over his cocktails at Billy Sunday 1,000 years ago in Logan Square in Chicago. And then he ended up going to Boca Group. And I mean, just what he did with Boca Group and their cocktail program, he was running at some point like 12 of their restaurants and bars. And I mean, just like his resume is so incredible. And again, bringing that Chicago hospitality, that Chicago love and passion for the bar and hospitality and food. I think that collective, was mega. And for us to do a pizzeria is a good step in the door. I think, it just was the right food. The timing of everything just kind of coincided. But honestly, moving forward, all the other restaurants I've ever done and opened for other people, we have a restaurant on paper with zero R&D. You go and you get $3-4 million to raise.
That sounds tight.
And then, it sounds incredible.
I'll take $3 million.
But then all of a sudden you're like, oh, we need to start R&Ding this menu and we need to start figuring out what it looks like. And during the pop-up, it was already a concept.
Yeah, you were already like you were.
It was there. People got the vibe. We got the plates. We made the food. We got the website, and that cost us $1,000. For like the initial launch.
Yeah.
And so we already had everything dialed in before. So honestly, this restaurant was seamless. I've never opened an easier restaurant in my life. Not just because it's pizza. I think no matter what concept, if you open a restaurant, it is an undertaking, man. Like. The hours I worked at Stella Barra Pizzeria. So Let Us Entertain You own pizza. We opened in Santa Monica in 2012 and then Hollywood in 2014.
Yeah.
I think when I opened Hollywood, I was working about 95 hours a week. I was sleeping in the restaurant. I was sleeping in my car in the garage.
Sounds healthy, dude.
Sounds good, right?
Sounds
I was fit though. I was fell.
Dude,
I lost about 20 pounds.
I bet you were.
I looked like death.
Fit. Yeah.
But again, that was pizza. We already had a concept, but for some reason, like, wow, was that one so hard? It was a little bit odd, but this was just great. I think right timing, right people, right place, and it just the transition. Lupetti's went out of business obviously because of COVID. It was open. It was already a pizzeria, so the bones were here. The bones are good.
Yeah,
so
the bones were good because it was a newer restaurant to begin with.
It was
a couple years. Yeah. They just didn't make it through COVID.
Yeah. Sadly enough, that was
how because the kitchen was already set up.
Yeah.
How long was like the build out?
I think 3 or 4 months.
Okay.
But again, for a restaurant like
that's incredible.
That turnaround is nuts. usually looking at 10, 12 months. Again, that capital, I think people don't understand to open a restaurant. So you sign, you get a couple months free, and then you start paying rent. So you're trying to beat the clock.
Yeah.
To open the restaurant as fast as possible, so you can get 1 month free rent, right?
Something.
So if you have 6 months, you're like, well, we got to open in 5.
Yeah.
But then you're fighting with the city, you're fighting with permitting, with planning.
Yeah.
And the city is just not as efficient as they're like the DMV. I mean, they're just not efficient. And I I'm sure they're doing their best. I think. I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know.
If that's
but
your best, dude.
Yo, it's not good.
It's not good.
It is a nightmare. Like you come in,
I know,
they're like,
man.
oh, that thing's a 1/4 inch off. Okay, we'll fix it right now. I'm not available for 3 weeks. So you're standing there, sitting on your fucking hands for 3 weeks, waiting for them to come back.
You're preaching to the choir, dude.
Oh, you want to expedite it? $750. Will it guarantee you we come back before? No. But you'll be moved to the top of the list.
Yeah. No, and then the guy
But they'll still take your money.
that told you that it was off, that's a new guy that comes in because the other dude's
New guy.
he's out sick.
Yep.
And he's like, actually, this is right, but
This is
this
right.
thing needs to be moved
But
now.
these two things
Yeah,
are off.
we'll see you in 3.
Is this the right spec? This is a Q1 model,
Yeah.
and you go order the Q2. It's like, it's an oven. There's a sprinkler.
I know, man.
Dude, what are we doing
I think
here?
I had to move a urinal like up and down like 3 or 4 times.
Tight.
It was super tight.
Tight.
Yeah, it was like
fun.
I loved it.
That's fun. Yeah.
Well, this space looks like it was the space of 3 masterminds.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Do you find it as crazy as I do that we put the best ingredients in our pizza, our dough, our cheese, toppings, fresh produce, and then we put pencil shavings on our tables called red chili flakes? What is a red chili flake? We found out about Flatiron premium pepper flakes from a customer who actually brought us some. We were putting it on every slice we ate. It was gold. We were like searching for it like addicts in the back, just like, ooh, where's the Flatiron? Where's the Flatiron? There is no going back. When you pop these peppers, you are gonna know. You can smell it, you can feel it, you can taste it. The 4-pepper blend, which is actually the blend we have on every table at Hot Tongue, definitely has a higher heat level, and I'm a heat guy, if you know what I'm saying. It has the arbol, the jalapeno, the ghost, and the habanero. It's spicy. They are liberating pizzerias from low quality pepper flakes. Flatiron pepper, you are going to know the difference. In here, real peppers from Italy. Let's go. Head to flatironpepper.com right now. Use the code PIE2PIE at checkout. That's PIE, number 2, PIE at checkout. And any order over $25 is going to get you a bottle free of the sweet heat. Put that sweet heat in your cart, and any order over $25, that baby's gonna be free. Do not miss this chance to upgrade your pepper game. Head to flatironpepper.com right now and join the Pepper Flake revolution. Is Lee the designer?
Heather.
Designed it.
Heather of Butcher's, Heather Tina, Butcher's daughter.
Okay.
So she's our like silent investor, but she's pretty well.
And she designed the whole
She designed it,
spot?
yeah, yep. Yeah, I mean, we had some moods and vibes, and we had little cute Pinterest boards.
What was
We're all sharing it.
what were 3 words that you could describe this place in?
I mean, Coastal was huge.
Yeah.
Coastal was huge. I think like fresh and light was big.
That's good. Coastal, fresh, and light.
Yeah, I mean that was so. It's like we wanted, but then like the nod to the we have this classic like checkerboard.
Yep.
Every pizzeria ever, and that just brings you back to like your 10th birthday party at a pizzeria. Like,
Yeah.
this is fun.
Some classic touches.
And I think the greens and reds of like Italian / pizza, margherita pizza, but muted. I think are very
The wicker chairs. It's
yeah.
all very very
Yeah.
well done. And then like as far as like the branding and stuff on your boxes,
Yep.
and like the color choice, was
So
that all Heather as well?
That was Jose. Jose
Okay.
did all that design, and a lot of the stuff we did early on. And we have these stunning custom pizza boxes that we were like, we want this to stand out. We want, if you're walking down the street with this pizza box, or you're seeing a delivery driver walking up, you're like,
What is that?
fuck is that?
Yeah.
So they're these long rectangular boxes that just look ridiculous, and like they're so fun, they're so cool. We must have measured it 15 times before sending it to get out to print, because we wanted 2 pizzas exactly to fit with enough room for 2 sides of sauces. So we make our own spicy honey in house, or we make our own ranch, or we make our own pesto. So like you can add that stuff and it still just fits in that one box.
Yeah.
But we were like, so adamant. It's like, once you print it,
I know.
it's done.
It's a full
It's for
bleed.
life.
Those aren't
Yeah.
cheap.
No, not at all.
It's for life.
It's for life. It's for life. Yeah. So it's,
Did you ever mess around with rounds, or was it always just going to be square daddies, light and crisp?
Not here. So I've worked at, I don't know, 8, 10 pizzerias in my life.
Yeah.
And I worked at American Bistro, back to pizza, Japanese restaurant, back to pizza. And then, worked at a few incredible book restaurants, James Beard. I worked at some 3 Michelin restaurants, and then back to pizza. It was always kind of this calling, this home base to me where I would resettle. I love to do it. I could kind of do it, I don't know, in this very zen manner where I knew what it was. I love touching the dough. I love baking it. Seeing that instant transformation from raw dough to cooked in minutes is cool. So my whole life has been round pizzas.
Yeah.
The only reason we're doing squares because I was throwing a birthday party for a friend, and then I was like, I'm not going to cook for 30 people. I was like, I'm just going to make some big square, Nonna style pizzas. And my girlfriend at the time, now my wife, was like, I don't know if I've ever had that before. I grew up in Rome, and it's kind of more of a Roman style thing. You go up the Italia, cut it. And I was just like, I'll make some. Made the first batch, and I was like, it was fine. For me, I was like, I don't know. It was okay. I haven't made it in forever. Everyone at the party was like, I fuck with this.
Yeah.
Yo. And again, being in LA, no one had really had that. And so that's a fast forward a few months. That's when I started doing the pop-up. But it was all because of that birthday party where I didn't really want to make food. I was like, pizza's going to be the easiest thing to feed 30 people. And then just the immediate reaction from everybody, I was like, oh, there's round pizza everywhere.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is a little more unique. Maybe I should,
Isn't it
trailblaze
wild
that.
how one choice,
Yeah. Brandon.
I don't really want to fuck with this right now. I'm just gonna make some pan, just push out some pan pizzas, and then it turns into this.
I think about it.
I love
pretty
that.
often.
Yeah,
pretty often.
You just never know where it's going.
I think that's it. I think it's saying yes to a party you didn't want to go to. You meet somebody, you get a job.
Yeah.
Whatever that
Changes
is.
your life.
It's one little choice could really change it, and that was it. And then even during the pop-up, it worked, and we just had somebody that really almost forced us to open the restaurant because she was they were so adamant. There's nothing like this in LA. And really putting it like that, it's yeah, you're right. Okay.
As far as squares in LA, so Apollonia's obviously does a square. They say it's not a Detroit square, but it's very much kind of in the same vein. There's D-Town pizza, there's Detroit pizza, also Detroit kind of style squares. And then Prime does a square. Other people have squares on their menu.
Right.
But is there another square in Los Angeles that you would say is likened to this one that somebody does? Or would you say that this is the area's crispiest?
I would say based on all those, we are much lighter. I mean, I spent the better part of 18 months working with this dough.
Yeah.
And really trying to get it, all the micro tweaks, a little bit lighter, a little bit oilier, too oily, a little more salt, really trying to find that balance. And again, we're not Detroit. We aren't really a true Roman style pizza. We're definitely not.
It's bigger.
It's bigger, but we're also not that Nonna style, which is usually topped before it's baked. So I'm. It's do I blind bake? So
are you par baking them?
We're par baking.
Yeah.
But again, that just upholds all the air bubbles,
Yeah, of
all
course.
that
It's
structure,
crispier, it's lighter,
crispier.
yeah.
So, all these things I was messing with for months and months, trying to just find out what we can do. So we were really the first, and I know Quarter Sheets started popping up after us. And I think they're pretty close.
Yeah. It's a little chewier.
It's chewier, yeah. Ours is airier, crispier.
Yeah.
We have more of that frica.
Yeah.
Which I love. And again, I think another big thing: people come in, they eat, they leave, and they're like, I can't believe I ate the whole pizza.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think it was gonna be so light, and so all these things, I'm like, silent fist bump. I'm just like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, because you can pick up a square. You look at a square, it's kind of aggressive.
Yeah.
They look a little aggressive.
Yeah.
But when you pick it up and it's oh shit.
It's a cloud.
This feels like,
Yeah.
this is nothing.
Yeah. So that's, definitely not Chicago style. It's
No,
far. we are from Chicago. We
Yeah.
lived.
Yes.
That does not immediately make this a Chicago pizza. So, no, but it's like, yeah, it was that tweaking of trying to find like, I do fuck with Detroit. And that's where I added the cheese on the outside.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, crispy, crunchy cheese. No one's going to hate on that. And trying to find, I kind of pulled from the Roman, I pulled from Sicilian and the Detroit to try to find like, what are the best parts of each of those?
Yeah.
So it's a hybrid. It's a little,
It's a little bit of everything.
It's a little bastard dough.
That's
great.
what it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
That's what makes it.
Yeah.
That's what makes the evolution of pizza great.
Agreed.
Are you using Lloyd pans or just regular sheet pans?
I'm using, so we're baking focaccia. I'm using just regular sheet pans. Yeah.
For all your pies?
For all my
Man,
pies.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you brick them at
Yeah.
all?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So they get cooked in the pan.
Yeah.
And then
Cooked in the pan, popped, and then topped, and then they go right on the stone.
They go right on the stone when you cook them out.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. So you get that that firm crust.
Yeah.
But again, who does that?
No one.
Usually it's cooked in the pan. So again, it's
back in the
none of
pan.
it fucking makes sense. Like
What temperature do you cook at?
we're about 550.
Okay.
Yeah, about
Damn, and it
550.
doesn't burn or anything, huh?
No. I mean, high hydration.
Yeah.
Long ferment,
Yeah.
72-hour ferment, not including secondary proofs like in the pan. So but again, it's like working out tartine, working with all that, working with dough over the years, working at these like different pizzerias. Like I'm pulling from 20 years of knowledge from.
You save so much money on pans too,
Yeah.
man.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean,
Those are like, it's like instead of
these are $6 a
Yeah,
pan as
and
opposed to 20. I mean, trust.
38.
When we were opening, I was just like, again, we did this on a shoestring budget. The three of us, we had minimal investors.
Yeah.
We're asking friends and family for cash. They believe in us. They trust in us. But we pulled this off for pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
Because Baker's Prides were here, fucking tanks. But and everything. I mean, we painted these walls. We helped put in these flooring. We helped a lot of the stuff we did ourselves.
Yeah.
Or we got friends to help us with.
Yeah.
So, but including that, it's like, all right, how those blue steel pans would be better. What's a different alternative? So that's that adaptability of like, I don't have an extra $10,000 for pans, because like that price adds up quick.
No doubt. And then it's like the busier you get, the more pans you make. And I guess there's magic too in being creative. So like having cooking those little sheet pans, the fact that you're par baking in those and then they come out of them and you're cooking right on the brick. No one's doing that. So like your square is usually cooked all the way through in the pan, and then maybe you take it out and brick it for a second.
Yeah.
But you're going to get a completely different kind of pie.
Wildly different. Yeah, it's wildly different. So
Loman AI is a very powerful tool that every pizzeria should have if you have a phone. On past pods, I've said throw your phone away, and this is me eating my words. You can pick a voice. We have Marissa. She sounds fun and energetic. And there's even like background noise to make it feel like they're calling somebody that's in a restaurant. To be completely honest, she can answer questions better than I can about my own restaurant. I'm not trying to replace any humans, but I'm telling you, nobody at my restaurant is dying to answer the phone. It just fixes a problem. It really creates a better customer experience. This isn't some clunky chatbot. Loman actually takes orders, answers questions, books reservations, and processes payments. Upselling is hard to train too. Please offer them a salad. Do you want a drink? It's just stuff that we as humans forget to do that Loman does every time. By not using Loman, I guarantee you're leaving money on the floor. Set up a demo and see for yourself. Link in the description. Loman AI. Never miss a call, never miss a sale.
during the pop-ups too, that was also the first 3 pop-ups we did in 3 different kitchens. There was no brick oven. So I had the 6 burners on full blast, and I'm cooking the pans directly on the flame and then finishing them in the oven like I'm searing a fucking salmon or something.
Dude.
And then popping it out. And then I had another oven with a stone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is like a 5-pan. I'm like, what am I doing? It's just a pizza.
Yeah.
But there was no ovens yet.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't have my rock box yet. Shout out to Rockbox. So it's like really trying to find out what to do. And then we went to like brick oven, like wood fire pizzas, and our pizza cooked completely different.
Of course.
So we, and I like the flavor of brick. I mean, who doesn't like the wood fire? But it also cooked it very differently. Where I'm like, oh, this isn't the same.
It's a little inconsistent.
Yeah, for sure. And I love the nuance of that, but it's
Romance.
a pain in the ass. Yeah. And I worked for plenty of wood fire places, and I love it. Being in Chicago, 10 degrees out. You come in, you build a fire. There's this romance to it. It's
Yes.
cool. It's nostalgic.
You get to
and-
watch it dance.
Yeah, and then your fire goes out mid-service, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
You're like, motherfucker.
Why am I doing
Why am
this?
I doing this to myself?
Yeah, no. I believe it.
Yeah.
With Big Bear, dude.
Yeah. Oh, man. Nuts.
Big Bear is crazy because, I mean, it's not too far away. It's not like you went into
No.
another state, but
Yeah.
I mean, you basically went to San Diego, essentially. It's like an hour and a half if you're lucky, right?
Yeah, 2 hours is like your usual.
Yeah, right?
7,000 plus elevation. It's a different world.
It's a different world. That hotel is pretty sick, right?
Beautiful.
It's,
Stunning.
how did you get approached for this idea to open up?
We did. Yeah. It was like being the bell of the ball, like kind of easy when people are approaching you, like nothing
It's
better.
lovely.
Nothing better. Like,
Yeah.
God, thank
Me?
you.
Yes.
Are you sure?
My ego loves this.
So it's, we are in, long story. So there's a hotel in Silver Lake that will be open with Casetta Group that we originally are partnered with. That again, we got approached by them because we got referred to by a separate restaurant hospitality group.
Are you coming to Silver Lake?
Coming to Silver Lake, not De La Nonna, but a
It's like,
different
just what
different
Silver
project.
Lake needs is another pizzeria.
Yeah, definitely.
Fuck.
It's gonna have a coffee shop too now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we
Coffee and
need.
pizza, dude. That's just
There's
bring
none.
it. Keep
There's
it
none there.
coming.
Yeah.
Or stores that I can't afford to shop at.
Yeah, you're welcome. Brought to you by
Yeah.
Todd Snyder. So it's in the meantime, they're like, we have this property, we're doing it, great. A few months later, like, hey, we're also building this other project in Big Bear. Our F&B, the hospitality people kind of bowed out. Would you guys consider doing something up there? And we kind of were like, we would only do it if it was De La Nonna. Because like to think of a new concept,
Yeah.
R&D it, where it's like, this is easy. So they approached us. We went and saw it, I would say a year ago, 24, like August or something of 24. And I mean, hotel right on the water.
Yeah.
All the rooms are lake facing, sauna, jacuzzi, hot tub, workout room, hot,
it's nice.
bespoke. It's
nice.
stunning.
There's
And then
nothing
they were
like that up there either.
They were like, this is the only hotel on the water.
Yep.
This will be the only restaurant pretty much on the water with this view. Huge dining, the deck. Again, it's about this. It's about 130 seats, but stunning. I mean, we're cooking out of, again, we're making it happen. It's basically a food truck. It is tiny, 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 which every restaurant knows, every kitchen knows. Like, you work with what you have.
Yeah.
But the immediate response, through the roof. Like,
Well, dude,
through the
this is
roof.
no shade to Big Bear.
Yeah.
But there is there's not a lot of great dining out there.
That is correct. Yes, that is
there's
correct.
fucking it's pretty. I mean,
Yeah.
like seems like there's opportunity there.
There's
But
opportunity.
There's a lot of seasonality as well.
Low hanging fruit. It was low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
And again, we just do what we do. It's nice pizza. It's great salads and veggies. Good cocktails. Good wine.
Yeah.
The immediate feedback from the people who have second homes up there,
Yeah.
fanboyed over us.
Oh my
They
God,
were
I bet, dude.
This is great.
Yeah.
The locals were like, this is too expensive. I want American beer. Like, we have High Life. They're like, I want Bud Light. And we're like, okay, well, we have High Life. Like,
Yeah.
it's fucking the champagne of beers, my guy. Like,
Right?
what are you
Come on.
doing? And a lot of it was, we're adapting to them too, because
Yeah.
we want Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We want locals to love us as well.
Of
And we're
course.
doing stuff for them. But not a lot, I don't think anything is open since like 94. Like, I don't know. It is insane.
It very much
It's a time
seems
warp.
that way. Yeah.
It's a time warp.
It was just crazy. Like I've talked to Matt, like going up there and being
Yeah.
like, dude, I have a dream of just like getting the fuck out of LA
Yep.
and opening up a restaurant in a place like Big Bear or like some like,
I think great.
Idlewild or some
Yeah.
shit and just like
Yeah.
being part of the community and just
Yeah.
not giving a fuck.
It's incredible, and I think like being the first to do that, I think is drawing a lot of attention. Having a partner like Casetta up there, huge, massive pull, and what they do with the rooms and everything, and their hospitality standards are great. So I think like it's going to draw a lot more attention
Yeah.
and open up this market because we love LA, but like it is congested.
It's tough.
It is
It's
tough
tough.
out here. To be really individual out here is very hard. But going east and even like on my way, and I never really been to Redlands or anything. And I'm like, Redlands is this cute old Orange Grove town from 100 years ago that looks, but no one's ever told me to go.
Yeah.
We just stopped because it's on the way to Big Bear. I'm like, let's check out this little town, get a coffee, walk around. I'm like, again, even that, I'm like, it's not LA. It's like an hour and a half away. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But again, it's nice to be the first. It's also hard to be the first.
Of course.
And pave the way,
Of course.
But again, we're getting a lot of love from everybody. Visit Big Bear is doing a huge job to promote summer, winter activities and like get it more, year round as opposed to just winter.
Of course.
But also never in my dreams were we ever like, Big Bear's our second location.
Yeah.
We were looking for a year. We're looking to Santa Monica and Venice and Marina and Playa and this and that. We're like all the normal, normal spots. And then it was like, just kidding.
Big Bear.
Fuck yeah, that's the big reveal.
That's good.
But it's incredible.
Is it?
No, man, it's so busy.
I don't know if I caught this, but is this you? Do you have a commissary, or is this used kind of?
This is our commissary.
This is the commissary,
and we open at noon. Yeah, we are.
So basically, like this.
Yeah.
This is all the preparations done.
Everything.
They place an order.
Everything.
Do they pay?
Yeah.
Do they pay downtown LA for their stuff, and then that's
Exactly.
kind of how it works. But
That's how it
it's not
works.
like a licensing deal. You guys own like.
It is a licensing deal.
Okay.
So we're the F&B partners, managers there.
Okay.
So we hired everyone to run it, training them, standards, protocols, all that. But we don't own that one.
Got it.
Also, for anybody in the restaurant industry, like that's the move.
Yeah.
Like
that's
great.
Give it a go.
That's it. It's like we'll open a restaurant, but you pay for everything like all day. And it's a consulting. We're a consulting firm
Yeah,
at this
and then
point.
you just take a percentage.
Or take a percentage.
And then do you have like a responsibility and a contract to be up there a certain amount of times
Absolutely.
or check in? And
Yep, absolutely. And we do. We go up once every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
We check in. We train. We do like seasonal menu changes or any updates. Like we go and make sure we're up there and just quality control, hospitality. This is how we talk to guests. This is like when we're greeting them. All the stuff. The full thing. So we go up there. I mean, we care. We love it. It's 2 hours away. Again, it's nice for us to go up there, spend the night, or even just go for the day.
Yeah.
And we're in a different world, but it is nice, and it is. It's all part of the contract, But we love doing it.
Yeah.
But it's also part, to speak more on the commissary. Like, I wouldn't say it's easier. I mean, some of our dough team is getting here at 3 a.m. now to just crank out dough, but baker's hours. But again, it's like, what are our options? Like, we're squeezing everything we can out of this restaurant.
Yeah.
Which
is smart.
Which is smart. The margins, if you make 10 cents on a dollar,
Yeah.
you're retiring
Yeah.
as a restaurant owner,
Yeah.
but usually you're making 7 or 6, and it's tough. So like to keep the same team, and what we're doing with that, like we're guaranteeing those hours. I'm not cutting my staff because I need them to prep.
Yeah.
So like they're happier, they're getting maybe some overtime. So like when we're slower here at this property, I'm still keeping all my back of the house labor.
Yeah.
Because they're guaranteed these hours now. So honestly, like it's incredible, and it's giving them a little more opportunity for growth, for management. Some of these guys have been with me for almost 4 years.
Yeah. That's what you want.
And it's exactly what you want. That turnover is incredible. But, now we are looking at other properties to do this again, but smaller, like let's do a slice joint. I want a walk-up window.
Yeah.
But again, if we can squeeze out a little bit more still out of here, it helps. It really, really helps. And for quality and consistency, I can just be here and I'm watching everything come out of this property.
Of course.
Ship it. I can ship it wherever I want.
Yeah.
But
It's
I
the
know
beauty about squares too. All your dough production being done at one place.
Yeah.
The biggest pain point today in the restaurant industry is third-party delivery. The customer experience is completely taken out of your hand, and so is the data. Open helps you win your customers back from third-party delivery. The Hot Tongue app, built by Open, has been huge for us here at Hot Tongue. Online sales went up 20%. We saw customers coming to the app from third party. They help make sure that food gets there, and when it doesn't, you're not calling DoorDash, you're not calling Uber. Open is taking care of all of that for you. And it doesn't replace people. It replaces your time. It gets you in the palm of your customers' hands and in their pockets. Open is basically giving you the digital power of a restaurant chain without losing your voice and your hospitality. Every guest who interacts with you is actually saved, organized, and yours to keep, not the third parties. Turn those contacts into paying customers. No blasting, no guessing, just targeted messaging that works. You can run campaigns yourself or run it on autopilot. If you don't want to create the campaigns, it will spit out 4 for you every month. Marketing is something that falls by the wayside sometimes, and that's where Open really succeeds. It takes so much off of your plate, the automations, the AI creating campaigns, the SMS, the push notifications going out, double points day, the loyalty program. All these features matter and really help a small independent operator. If you want to level up your guest experience, it's time to get open.
Learn more at getopen.com/pie-to-pie.
I've been like everyone, like I'll go to a pizzeria. It's a great day. It's a great dough day. Whoever's making it, the temperature's right. Bringing my friends the next time. You got to come try this pizza. New guy, dough's not proofed enough. Hydration, the temperature. It's like you're like fuck, disappointed.
There's good and bad days.
There's good and bad days.
I always think that like a lot of the when people come in to a place, you should give them. Especially when it's like a flour or water based. It's like you should give it. It needs to be 3 tries.
Yeah.
There needs to be 3 tries.
Yeah.
Like
people are savage though, man. They'll rip you one time and they're like worst experience. I don't know the hype, and you're like,
but that's unbelievable. Like I made this point that
worst.
It's like you don't love a song right away.
Yeah.
You don't love a person right away. You have to fall in love with these things. There's love at first sight.
Yeah.
There's love at first bite.
Yep.
But you should even a show.
Yeah.
Like I've watched a show and wanted to give up. I have a 3 rule, dude.
Yeah.
I'm going 3 episodes in and I'm fucking hooked. Pluribus or whatever, that new show from the guy from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I was ready to give up on the 2nd episode. I was like, maybe this isn't for me. 3rd episode, let's go. I love this show.
It takes a while. But Vince, he's a sleeper. Like it's a slow roll. He's not giving you everything at once.
But food is the same
Food's the
way.
same. Yeah,
and I feel like if
agree.
you're a food journalist or somebody that actually gives a shit, you're not just going for clicks or like trying to write an article to make everyone involved.
Yeah.
You have
It's
don't say that like you don't have time. If your job is to write about food,
if that's your love,
if that is your true love, then you don't wreck a restaurant for a one-time try.
It's hard.
That's bullshit.
It is absolute bullshit, and I couldn't agree with you more. I think the influencers and the power of that could go both ways. Like they could come and have the best time.
Yeah.
So and so broke up with her boyfriend. Server's not having a good night. My chef who is out sick yesterday and today, so I'm covering for him. There's the human fucking element.
Yeah.
Like be sensitive to that. Like, and again, there's those who can't do teach. Those who can't do also fucking are influencers.
Yeah.
Sorry. Like you come in and work this restaurant. You do this fucking job. I also if you haven't worked in hospitality for 2 or 3 years, don't write a fucking thing about me.
Yeah.
Stay out of my lane.
Yeah.
You do it. You invite me over for dinner and let me just destroy whatever you make for me.
Yeah.
And the timing and the people and the plates. And it was too cold. And there was a baby next to me. It was too loud. That's not my fault. How is that on me?
Yeah.
How is that on me as a restaurant owner?
Yeah.
Like I'm coming in doing my best. So give it a second try. Like,
At least
that's
a second. Come on.
At least a second try.
Ratatouille?
Yeah.
Dude, he
Hey.
gave it a second try.
That's right.
The
That's
dude
exact-
from The Chef, that guy gave it a second try. I mean, it didn't
That's
go
right.
good the second time around,
Yeah.
but like, I just feel like influencer or not, or writer.
Yeah.
I think if that's your lane, you have a responsibility because as a restaurant owner, you're going to try to get better every day. As a human being, I'm going to wake up and try to be a better dad, a better husband every day. As a writer, give us that chance as humans.
We have that same policy here in the way it's like 1% better. Well, I'm not looking to move mountains tomorrow.
Yeah.
Today was a bad service. All right, guys, this is what we can learn from it.
Yeah.
Let's try not to do that again.
Yeah.
And we might still do some of it again, but not as much. Just 1% better.
Yeah.
So, and eventually we'll get up that mountain.
Of course.
Eventually we'll get there.
Slow
but also
and steady wins the race.
Be reasonable.
Yeah.
And I think that again, if this is your passion profession, you should also have that compassion for these people.
Of course.
It's a new pair of jeans. Like, they're you got to break it in.
That's right.
New pair of shoes. You got to break it in.
Yeah.
They give you blisters day one, but like,
they're gonna be feeling good. Those Birkenstocks are gonna be just
I'm telling you guys.
forming to
I'm
your
telling-
feet, dude.
like a
You're gonna
glove,
be
yeah.
walking Coachella grounds with
know.
those things soon enough,
they're barefoot out there. They don't even wear shoes.
dude. I know. I know, dude. Well, I want to get back real quick before we went on that tangent. How important it is right now. A lot of restaurants are like either converting their space into a coffee place. You were talking about like
Sure.
squeezing
Oh, yeah.
what you can out of here,
Absolutely.
being able to provide hours and opportunity because of this licensing deal at Big Bear.
Yeah.
Like people have been getting scrappy. I feel like I live in LA, so that's where I see it. But like
Yeah.
people are trying to use their spaces as different things. As a restaurant, it is kind of crazy though.
Yeah.
Like if this is sitting barren until 1 or it's closed, or like why not bring somebody else
Yeah.
in? But is that also a sign of like just like the times that we're in?
Absolutely.
And I wanted to ask you, like, we've watched so many restaurants close in the last 2 or 3 years.
Heartbreaking.
Like, how have the ebbs and flows been here?
Yeah.
Have there been consistency? Has it been crazy? Because, I'm just watching my numbers as a fast casual with maybe 15 to 20 seats.
Yeah.
You have a big fucking restaurant here, so it's visually, if you have a rough day, it's going to be like,
a rough day.
Damn, that's we had.
Yeah. It's the writing when you see these restaurants close and you see Helm's Bakery. My heart goes out.
Yeah.
Less than a year.
Yeah.
They put so much money and time into that place, and I went there. I had a great experience. I had a great coffee, cool pastries. Less than a year.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do? You're kind of, you get a little shocked right there. You're like, oof, like, are we next? Are you seeing the writing on the wall? Are you seeing are you in line? Especially in the arts district, Angel City's closing. Cha Cha Cha's closing.
Angel City's gone?
They're closing in the new year. I
fucking
don't know if that's
love that place.
Same. It's a staple. It's an absolute staple in the arts district. Cha Cha Cha's closing. Father's Office downtown is closing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's just so many, and I'm like, those are all a block from our restaurant. So when we see our neighborhood have flourishing years when we first opened,
Yeah.
the foot traffic was incredible. I think people just coming out of the pandemic.
Oh, yeah.
People were so excited to be out and about.
Uh-huh.
People kind of reset. Film industry had a tough year. The
Yeah, that was
strikes.
fucked.
Our city's built on that. Everyone I know has either worked in it or has people in it. So they're not spending their money. They're not going out. They're not celebrating. There's no wrap parties for the shows because there's no shows, So, or filming. We've had some days where people have come and filmed here.
Yeah.
And places in LA. And if they're not filming in LA, that extra cool money that puts you over in the black for that month, those kind of go away. So you see it, and again, it's all about adaptability in this market, how you can be smart, watch your costs, save your money when you can, but you need to change, you need to evolve, and I think it's hard. It's hard to evolve without losing or diluting your brand.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm like, this fish spot that's always done fish is now doing hot dogs. You're like, fuck are you doing? And for me, the writing on like the real sign, the canary in the coal mine is like, once you start seeing this happy hours go from 2 to 4, 12 to 4, 12 to 8, all day. And you're like, this is rough. Raising, the tax prices, the labor prices, rent is just, I don't know what the city can do. I don't know what these landlords can do, but like have a little empathy for the business. Like if you were trying to rent it to a restaurant, like you need to, again, understand what the threshold is, what our profitability is. It is slim. So if you want to raise 3 to 5% every year, yes, that's your right.
Yeah.
But give it to a tech company, give it to whomever at $10, $15, $20 a square foot. Like, yes, it's a great location for a restaurant, but it's unsustainable.
Yeah.
So, I don't know who owns, I know the owners of this building, they're sweethearts. I haven't had a good rapport with all the other landlords I've worked with or others in the past, but I think they have money. I don't know if they need to raise it every month. Like they own 6 buildings, 8 buildings. I feel like they're good.
Yeah.
I feel like the extra $5,000 they're getting from us a month would go further here.
Of course.
Than it would in their pocket.
Yeah.
If I was in their shoes, like, would I want more money? I don't know. I can't say, I would think I'd do the altruistic thing, but like, no, I have enough money for me. But maybe I need another yacht. I don't know.
I'll play devil's advocate just because I'm not a land. I do not own land. I got in the wrong business. I should have gotten into real estate or been born into a better family.
Yeah. I blame that. What happened with that? I was not a Rockefeller when I was born.
I wish, but but let's. assuming that any landlord like needs the money or doesn't, like whatever their expenses are,
whatever.
Like 3%, 5%, whatever. If
Yeah.
I signed I feel like if I signed the contract, it says
100%.
that's my fault. I can't be mad at it.
You can't be mad at it.
Because no one forces you to get into a lease.
Absolutely not.
Right?
I agree with that.
What kind of drives me a little bit more crazy is not like the landlord stuff, because I do think, hey, good on you. Go get
It's a free market.
go get your
For
fucking
sure.
yacht, dude.
For sure.
I did sign this contract thinking there'd be a lot of foot traffic. Turns out there wasn't.
There wasn't. Yeah.
But it's kind of like the public that
Yeah.
post about, I can't believe this place is closing, or like, oh my God, like
Yeah.
I'm so heartbroken, or like I loved that restaurant. But it's like, well,
Where were you?
where are you at?
Yeah. Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
people that complain on the internet that I know their faces,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll say stuff on Instagram about X, Y, and Z, and I can literally just see like the last time they were in.
Yeah.
They were in maybe 8 months ago.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're complaining about the options that we have.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So like
Fair.
the public is like, being a restaurant, you're part of your community. Trying to
Yeah.
get people to continue to come in is tough when like the economy's uncertain,
Yeah.
when there's ICE raids,
Oh my God.
like when the industry that we all depend on, the entertainment industry, is just
Yeah.
like on this fast decline,
Yeah.
or moving outside of Los Angeles,
Yeah.
which affects
Huge.
Uber drivers, which
Huge.
affects lighting, grips, all these people,
Yeah.
riders.
Yep.
That's where it's like,
Yeah.
the canary or whatever.
Yeah.
Where's the 911 switch? Like, how creative can you get?
Yeah, and that's it. And again, we're doing a commissary where we open on Sundays. Sundays have been a banger because we have this patio, we have that vibe. It's like, okay, what else can we do? Wine Wednesday, half off bottles. Yeah, but when a $1 billion company is going to Canada or Atlanta or anywhere else. They're shooting in Slovakia. They're shooting because it's cheaper to fly 30 people out there or find staff there. It's hard. And I know we're passing bills to do that. And even if it passed now, it's still going to take 2 years for it to really see that trickle down effect, which is what we're hoping for, right? They're getting money. They're going and spending that money.
Yeah.
That's going to take a long time.
Yeah.
What do we do in that meantime? And it's like just staying afloat, staying open. It's money management. It's don't spend more than you earn. And that's like, it sounds easier than it is.
Of course.
When we come in and then, every few months we have to pay labor taxes and business taxes and property, all of a sudden we had a great month, but hey, you owe the city $37,000. You're just like, cool. No problem. And it's like,
Dude,
absolutely.
I separate my bank accounts now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that so that it all goes like, so sales tax is
real.
right in there. This is not real money.
This is
this
not-
goes
yeah, don't
right
even-
in here.
this
Don't
is
even
monopoly.
look at that.
Don't even look at
is
that
not-
number.
That is not
Yeah,
real money.
yeah.
Payroll, that is not real money.
It is hard. The ICE raids down, the perception. I was getting calls from everyone, friends from New York, from Maine, from Chicago, from Virginia, everywhere. Nashville, they're like, what is going on downtown? And the perception, it was like the city was on fire.
Yeah.
And it
Well, that's
was
what they show.
hundreds of thousands of people rioting and tear gas. And I'm like, it happened, was it 5 blocks from us?
Yeah.
Horrible. And there was protests. At no point did I feel unsafe.
Yeah.
Did my staff feel unsafe? If you're in the riot, a lot of people got injured and taken. It's a full nightmare scenario.
Yeah.
I'm like, I disagree with everything that fucking happened. But again, that directly affects our business.
Of course.
No one's coming
here.
downtown.
No.
No one's coming downtown. People didn't even want to fly to LA. That's how bad the perception
I know.
of that on the national scale on the news was. And so there's also these political choices that directly affect. You're gonna do ICE raids all around my business, and you're shutting down roads because of these protests. Okay, where's my compensation for that? That's on you. Get FEMA out there. So, no one can access our restaurant.
Yeah.
We have people calling out because they're like, I can't get off the 10 here. I have to drive an extra. It's like that. That's also like we are a mom and pop, and this is a beautiful. We're using, like you said, every bit of our experience where it seems like this superpower, but we're mom and pop. Like we're hanging on by a thread.
Yeah.
Because that's what we are, and we do everything ourselves because one, we love doing it.
Yeah.
First and foremost, that's why we got into this business. We are so passionate about everything we do, and we want to do it. But when these outside factors come in, it's tough.
They're out of
I mean,
your control.
it's out of our control. We can control
the
food costs,
fires.
labor costs, fires, man. We closed for, did you guys close?
We stayed. I had a meeting with the staff, and I
Yeah.
said, "Do you guys want to close?" And
Yeah.
no one wanted to. Everyone needed the hours, and so we did not close.
Yeah.
But it was fucking rough.
It was rough. We had the same, and everyone was like, I'd rather get out of town.
Yeah. A lot
And
of
so
people did.
we closed for a little over a week, and that was in January. Our sales are already horrible in January.
Yeah.
Again, is our restaurant still standing as opposed to like Altadena,
Yeah. Yes, of
Malibu?
course.
Like,
It can always be worse.
always be worse. But all these things, it's strikes. It's like we've got. I mean, we got to flow. We've been ebbing for a minute. Let's
Jizzling and
let's
jazzling, dude.
like we got to start flowing here in a second. So I think, I really hope we're on the other side of that.
Yeah.
I think the margins of pizza are good. I think it's fun. I have a fucking blast here. We get DJs here. It is bumping.
You got the
When
club
it's-
next door, dude.
Yeah, man. It is like, it's a one-stop shop. You come here, have a good time, shake it off, go next door, and it's good. Have some great,
Yeah.
great cocktails, great amari, and it's just like, it's a good time. And we've had staff that has been here forever. And if, like you said, you want support, you love this place, come spend some money here.
Yeah.
I know you're having a hard time, but it's pizza.
Yeah.
Like, come spend $50 here.
Yeah.
Come buy a pizza and a drink. Take your girl or guy out. Take your kids out.
Goes
Come
a
here.
long way.
Show some love.
Yeah.
So when these places do go out and you're like, oh man, that's I'm not saying it's all on your fault, but like, we're only open because you spent your money here.
Yeah, it's true.
And LA is new and shiny. What's the newest, shiniest restaurant and bar? And they get their pop. We had a big pop, and we're still doing pretty good.
Yeah.
But go to where you love. Go to the old classics. Go to the places you still love that are consistent.
Revisit. Yeah,
them.
it is. It is like, what is the shiny new thing?
Spread it out.
Yeah.
Spread it out. And I think that's super important too.
Yeah.
That's super important.
Growing up in how long were you in Italy?
About 7 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ever make tonda romana pies?
No.
Like the really cracker
The
thin,
cracker
roll out, fucking.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I mean, not here. It's been just no one does them.
No one does those, dude.
those.
They're so fucking fire.
No one
I've
does
been
them.
messing around with them.
But they're like tavern adjacent.
Kind of, dude. But so a tavern is still kind of like, it's got crunch and but it's got chew.
Chew, yeah, that's
where
a chew.
where you are eating a fucking Ritz cracker.
Yeah.
Like it is just
Yeah.
it explodes in your mouth with
Yeah.
all the tomatoes or sausage or andouille or whatever
Yeah.
you're eating. No one is doing them here.
Yeah.
I just wondered because I went to Rome for my 40th birthday.
Cool.
It was amazing, and I thought there would be Roman style pizza there, but everywhere we went had this tonda romana pie.
Yeah.
And then when we went to England,
Yeah.
this place Marta just it blew my mind.
Yeah. Cool.
Like it's just like one of
It's
those.
fun, yeah.
Yeah, it's like airy, crispy. It's crazy.
There are some of these nuanced things which, but you go to any other city in Rome and in Italy and they're like, we don't do that. That's a Roman thing, and it's so hyper niche.
You know what I thought was crazy about Italy was anytime we talked to somebody, if we were in Rome or you're in Florence or you're on the coast, you're in Napoli, you're in Sorrento, they're very much where they're from.
That's it.
No,
Through and
that
through.
yeah, no, that's
We don't do that. We don't do
and
that.
Sorrento is the best place in Italy.
Yeah.
Napoli is the best
It's-
place
no,
in
this
Italy.
is-
Florentine.
They do it, but we did it first, and they took.
Exactly, dude.
I love that we did it first. I'm like,
dude,
all right,
it's like
it's fine.
I mean, it's kind of like an East Coast West Coast thing, but
Yeah.
they're so Italians
It's
are
passion.
so prideful and passionate
Yeah.
about the place that they're from in Italy.
100%. And they all live in the same house they grew up in. I mean, it's insane. And I love the passion, and the passion about food. It is their life.
Yeah.
They wake up to dine.
Yeah.
And then they dine. They have
Yeah.
a 2-hour lunch and a 5-hour dinner, and it is.
That's incredible,
It is
too.
no joke. And they really take their time. It's cool.
Do you have family there?
Yeah, I have family
Still?
in Rome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Since 2021, I've had the privilege of consulting on projects across the country, helping operators fine-tune their dough, systems, and everything in between. I take it seriously because I know what it's like to build something from scratch. It can be terrible and lonely. Plenty of folks reach out just to talk shop, and I'm always down to share what I know. But if you're ready to take things to the next level, the next step of improving or launching your business, I offer a full menu of consulting services from dough doctoring to dialing in your systems, policies, and workflow. So head over to alexkoons.com to get in touch. Let's build something together. Better pizza for everyone. Did you get out there a lot?
We went was it last year? No, the year before. Took my wife there for our honeymoon, and she met my whole side of my family. And I'm kind of just revisiting them, because it's been years and years, and trying to go back more. We're going back in the spring, but it's cool.
There's just something magical about that place. I don't know. Maybe I was Italian in another life.
Yeah.
I'm
Everybody
Polish,
wants to be
but
Italian.
Yeah,
everybody wants to be Italian.
Dolce Vita, dude.
That's right.
Ryan Paris.
I love it, and it's like, what's my exit plan in this life? And it's like, just I want to wake up in Italy more days than not. That's it. That's all I really want. Do I want to do anything? Like, that's the fanciest I want to get. If I wake up and I'm in Italy, I did something good.
Yeah.
Like,
no doubt. I think
awesome.
if somebody asked me like what's like the what's heaven to you, it would be like a 5-hour dinner on the coast of Italy. Like, I love that no one, like, you order your stuff, you get your wine, and then no one fucks with you.
Yes, if you
like, they're not trying to turn a table.
No.
They ain't trying to, like, unless you need something and you like that kind of dining to me. Like, it's not for everybody. Some people want to be waited on. Yeah. But when we sat next to a few Americans while we were there, there was three sets. Yeah.
You're gonna say, where's
the ticket?
So where are you going? You're already in Italy. Like, you're here.
There's something about
this is what you do.
Slowly enjoying a meal and not feeling the pressure of getting up. Mm-hmm. I don't know. That's heaven to me.
Yeah, it's nice, and I think they do it really right. And you have the best meal. I mean, you have some incredible meals, and it's like €40, and you're like,
yeah, I know.
Are you sure?
I just loved how cheap the wine was.
I on more than one occasion, it was like, oh, this is like €11. I'm like, I don't see the bottle list. Like, they're like, that is the bottle. It's $11. I was like, oh, we'll just have one. We'll just go ahead. You're not drinking? We'll have a bottle. Doesn't matter. It does not matter.
Just send 3 to the table.
We'll
be here for 5 hours.
I will get to the other ones. We went to Modena, and like, Rome was so packed, and I love it, but it's touristy. It just is. Like, it's overrun.
Well, it's a natural museum.
Yeah,
the city is a museum.
The entire city. We went to Modena, and everyone from there was kind of on vacation. We went in like July, early August, so everyone was already like at the beach or in the mountains. So Modena was really quiet, and I feel like we had the whole city to ourselves. We went to a couple spots, and we just drank. I mean, the Lambrusco, by far my favorite wine. Just
Me
all
too.
day. 2 fridges of Lambruscos, and
Just
I was
crisp.
like, it was like opening a golden chest, and I was like, it was stunning.
You do a good job here of like presenting wine, or at least on Instagram.
Absolutely.
Like pushing that forward. And
I mean, again, a big model is like low intervention, natural, not even organic, because like that gets this weird stigma, but like, we want fresh, thoughtful purveyors. We want to deliver that in this genuine way, that's unfiltered, and like, we don't want this big press. So when we have our food, it's not fussy. Our service isn't fussy, and same with the wine. We want it to be like these people that just love what they're doing, and they might be doing something 3rd, 4th generation, but the kids that are taking over are like, I want fresher wine. I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to let it ferment or whatever for a year. I want to. 2 months maceration, let's drink it. Yeah. And so it does change the way, the perceived value of it and how you enjoy it too. And it's affordable. I mean, our wine list, we have bottles starting at $45. Bottles.
At a place like that is unheard of.
Which is nuts. And then we, wine glasses, $13, $14, $15. I do have an issue with some places. We carry the same wine. It is delicious. They're selling it for $20 a glass, and we sell it for $14. Yeah. We're buying from the same person. Yeah. We it's just the margins. It's like, I'm going to enjoy it better. I spent $300 on a meal. It better be perfect. It better move me in some spiritual way. Yeah. If it's $100 or like in Italy, it's like, I'm just having more fun. If it's, I don't want to say cheaper, but just more affordable. Yeah. So we also take the hit. Like, we don't mark up our wine 4 times or 3.5, which is pretty standard across the board.
Of course.
Pizzas, we could charge a little bit more. Everything we could, but I'm like, I'm not going to enjoy it as much.
Yeah.
And I really won't. And that's also kind of what we want. Come here, enjoy it, elbows on the table. You're not going to break the bank here. And it should be this value of like, just enjoy it. Like just have fucking get another bottle.
Yeah.
Get another bottle on the table. Like no problem. And I think that's it. And I think some of these wine vendors that are coming from, I mean, not just Italy, but like Portugal, Spain, everywhere, like are making wine in this like new wave, new world way, which is super cool.
Yeah.
But they're taking over their family farm of years and years. And they're just like, I want something different.
Yeah.
You know, and it's cool. It's cool to see that wave. And be a part of it.
Yeah.
So we definitely promote that and love it. It's pretty badass.
Do you have somebody who runs your Instagram?
We have, I mean, Jose does it, and then we have one of our staff members. She's done PR for a long time, and again, that's like we try to like, do you know your staff?
Yeah.
What do they really love?
Yeah.
One of our guys come in here, doesn't have bar experience, really wants to do bar stuff. Start doing bar stuff.
Yeah.
Let's do it. She's done Instagram. It's like, let's give you a shot.
Yeah.
So again, it's like, it helps us because it's still internal.
Yeah.
You're promoting from within. But yeah, her Instagram's great. She's doing stuff that we wouldn't have done before. And it's like, it has this young, lively, energetic way to it. But it's all in-house. Yeah, it's all us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all
That's
us.
good.
Yeah.
Do you like getting in front of the camera?
I don't mind it.
Nice.
I don't on my own Instagram, like I started doing wine of the week, which we start promoting now. And I don't mind doing it. I don't go out of my way to do it per se, but like, you know, it's also a lot of fucking work.
Yeah.
But it's a necessary evil.
It's important.
It's important. But like, you know, I'm there and I don't mind doing it. I've done it before but to like the editing part, I'm like, that's out of my hands.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll shoot something and it just sit there in my photos or videos for, I'm like, I don't know what to do with it now.
I know it can take so long.
It's a different part of my brain. And, you know, I don't sit in front of computers. I want to be in the kitchen. I'd rather build a log cabin.
Yeah.
Than write a paper or edit a fucking video.
Yeah.
Like
No, I get it.
I can't
Play
do
your
that.
strengths, dude.
That's it, man. Like I'll do that all day and get burnt and like physically, that's easier for me than like, you wanted me to fill out an application that's 10 lines.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
It's just never been part of my MO, which is probably why I think I'm like kind of decent.
Yeah.
You know, at this, I'll work a 20-hour day and I'm like, that's easier. That's fine.
How often are you in
problem.
the kitchen now?
Daily.
Every day.
Every day.
Is there a part of you that wants to get out or no?
I wouldn't know. I mean, you know, my wife's parents are, you know, older. My mom's passed away. My father, so like my family's limited, but her family's getting a little older. They're retired. And I'm like, you know, just that word, I'm like, I wouldn't know what to do. I would have no idea what to do with myself retired. So like, I love it. I mean, I even if I don't have to come in, I have a chef that does everything for me and everything for me here. He's incredible. My team, they're crushing it. Like they crush it every day for me, for all of us. So I don't need to be here, but I want to be and like help them. Let's train. Let's talk about some stuff. Let's see what they're doing.
Yeah.
Retiring for me here would be to open another concept.
Of course. Yeah, I'm not saying like get out of the kitchen forever, but like, you know, what's next after this?
What's next? You know, funny enough, originally I wanted to open up a Vietnamese restaurant. That was my like kick at the time. So I'm like, I fuck with Vietnamese food. I love it. For me, it's like very Italian. You got acid, you got fish, you got some chilies and a bunch of herbs. Like, tell me that's not Italian. You know, noodles, whatever. It's like, and it's so good. And I want to like bring something like this there. But, you know, new project on the horizon will be this French restaurant we're working on.
In Silver Lake.
Yeah. Details coming soon, but
Details coming soon.
Yeah.
All right.
Come
Well,
back for more.
let's end it there.
Yeah, cool.
Dude, I really appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, of course.
And
Thank you.
I think slid into your guys' DMs like maybe a year ago.
Oh, wow.
I've been super big fan. Like I said, I love this place. My wife loves this place.
Amazing.
It's an honor to meet you.
Thank you.
It's been awesome chatting,
Yeah,
and
it's
thanks
been
for
great.
making the time, dude.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks for thinking of us.
Thank you,
This is
dude.
awesome.
Hey y'all, if you love what we're doing here on Pie to Pie, the best way to keep it going is to support the show directly. You can donate, subscribe, or even buy us a coffee. It all helps us keep bringing the real stories from the pizza world straight to your ears and eyes. A little can go a long way as we try to keep bringing you the best of the best. Hit the link in the show notes or visit our Instagram link tree. to chip in and help us keep the ovens on. As always, love, trust, and pizza dust. Pie to pie forever. Let's go.